This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Always follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Good to have you on board today. We're live in downtown Vegas. Circa Resort and Casino is a spot. Thanks for watching on YouTube TV, listening on Sirius XM channel 158, or any of the great affiliates we have from coast to coast. In this hour, more Week 3 games coming up in the National Football League, player props to look at, contest selections, and our best bets for the weekend as well. Right now, we head out to the Progressive guest line to talk a little Major League Baseball as the great Matt Vasgersian joins the program, MLB Network. He's in Colorado for Rockies and Angels tonight. Matt, good to talk to you as always. How are you?
Can you believe that Fox or ESPN didn't pick up this Rockies-Angels game tonight? We are very fortunate that we got to do it on FanDuel. So, yeah, we're happy to be here.
Well, I thought maybe Apple TV instead of Kershaw's final start at home. How does that sound?
Yeah. I don't think that was a hard call for them. This is going to be fun tonight, this weekend, but the Kershaw game's a big deal today. That's going to be fun as well.
No doubt. Well, let's begin here, and we can get into all that stuff with you. But MLB.com put out a story, I think it was this morning, where they talked to 14 front office people about the American League MVP. Not voters, front office people. 7 gave the award to Cal Raleigh, 6 to Aaron Judge, and 1 person voted it a tie. What do you make of that result, and are you hearing anything around the grapevine regarding this award?
That's where we are right now, right? With people changing their minds and a very, very kind of split vote on this right now. Most of the writers that I talk to and most of the quote-unquote baseball people that are in my world are unfortunately East Coast people. So there's a big Judge sentiment there. There are a lot of guys that have already decided it's going to be Judge.
Oh.
However, yeah, there are guys that have decided that it's Judge. If Cal Raleigh gets to 60, you've got to think differently. If Cal Raleigh gets to 62, it's Cal Raleigh. If he matches Judge's single-season home run record in the American League, it's Cal Raleigh. And people are finally starting to come around, I think, to the role he plays. Clearly defensively, when you're a catcher, you're impacting the game not just when the ball is hit to you, but on every single pitch. Look at the starters' ERAs by catcher, and granted, Raleigh is the primary guy, but almost all of their numbers are lower with Cal back there. He's a switch hitter. He's hit more homers left-handed than the leaders on 22 teams. But then again, if you look at Judge and the big gap, the disparity between batting average, on base, slug, and then of course OPS, you can't vote for anybody but Aaron Judge. This is why it's a fascinating vote. I mean, I don't think it's going to end in a tie. It's only happened once, right? 79, Stargell and Keith Hernandez. It's the only MVP tie in the history of the voted award. And for it to break as a tie, it would be freakish this year. Uh-huh. But I couldn't make up my mind, honestly. So I'd say for people that want to buy in on this, if you can find Cal Raleigh at 3-1, and I heard you talking about this last week, guys, and Pauly, you were in on 3-1. Why not? Because there's value there. Everybody's minds are really mixed up on this award.
I cannot believe there are people who have their mind made up with the important games that are still left. And what you just said, can he get to 62? Can he get to 60? Do they win the division? All of that as well. To me, that's a crime. He's going
to have to. He's going to have to go on a heater to get to 62. And when you look at the schedule, he's got Hunter Brown tonight on the road. Houston bullpen's been a little leaky. There's a chance he could click one or two over the weekend. Then it's Colorado and the Dodgers.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if those games will be relevant for the Dodgers the final weekend of the season. We know their bullpen's been bad, but there's a chance he could click next week for 3-4 homers. They come in bunches for this big donkey, man. He could hit 3 or 4 in a night.
That's right.
So getting to 62 would be awesome.
Yes. How about tonight? It's fascinating. I think the Dodgers are inflated here with the price. Robbie Ray has good numbers. The Giants are 22-9 in his starts. Kershaw, one of the greatest of all time. But how long does he go? Can the Giants get to him? What do you think of the Dodgers, like a $1.80 favorite? And what do you think of Kershaw props in his final home start?
Yeah, I was really interested in that. And the Kershaw strikeout numbers that I saw were 4.5s. And the hits allowed number was also 4.5. I don't know what the outs total would be, but I don't think there's a realistic chance that he goes beyond 5 innings, especially if they have a lead. As bad as the Dodger bullpen has struggled, you have Kershaw for 5 with a lead. You got a chance to get him out of there and win his final start. And I think Dave Roberts won't extend him past that. So I know there are a lot of places. I know DraftKings and FanDuel and MGM do outs recorded. I don't think he goes beyond 5 tonight. Beyond that, I really don't have a feel. He's great at home.
Yeah.
And, Robbie Ray was not good in his last start, but he's had a very good year. So there's probably value on the other side of it.
He's 14.5 over minus 220 at DraftKings.
Oh, my good. 220.
220. That's your big boy.
Boy, of course, they put it right where it needs to be, right? Maybe the easy way is Robbie Ray. Giants are 22-9 when he starts.
There you go.
There's probably value there.
I think you're right. And don't poo-poo what you're on tonight. I mean, still the Rockies need to have a win, or they can set the record for futility here. They get swept by the Angels. They go to Seattle and San Francisco, as you talked about. How about a prop here? Does Trout get it done tonight and get off the schneid and hit number 400?
Tonight's the night, Pauly. Tonight's the night. Not only because Bradley Blaylock has really struggled at home, and this guy's given up 7 homers. I'm looking at his home numbers here. 24 innings of work, 42 hits in 24 innings. ERA of 12.5 at home. 7 homers in 24 innings. Not only do I think Trout gets one tonight, I think it clicks him in the first inning. And sneaky inside intel. He had 2 hits yesterday, hit the ball hard 3 times in Milwaukee, starting to come out of it. A minor technical adjustment that he is personally very excited about. So tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night. Again,
calling his shot first inning, he says.
So you can bet on this, right? You can bet on the result of the first at-bat for a lot of these guys. I'm trying to find that right now, what that could be.
Man, I didn't know you could get that deep into a home run market. That's interesting.
Yeah, and typically, how about this? First home run of the game tonight, Mike Trout, 8-1.
Ooh.
He's batting second.
Love it.
He's batting second. There's only one guy that could do it before him. I mean, it's Denver, so all the crazy stuff is in play. How about this? And I also like Pete Alonso tonight. He is scorching hot right now. Scorching hot in terms of, I think he's homered in 4 in a row. What if you put those together?
Well, there you go. Okay. Well,
Trout, little ticket.
You're damn right. Trout's plus 250, and then you can put it with Alonso as well. I mean, it sounds like they're throwing him a cookie. You're so confident. What else do you like here with some of the props?
Michael Lorenzen's making a spot start tonight. He's back in the rotation, and I like Michael a lot as a pitcher, but he's had some trouble here the last couple of months. And if you look at where he's been hurt, it's on his curveball, his sinker, and his cutter. So I've talked about this before with you guys. If you reverse engineer it and you look at the Toronto lineup, and lefties have hurt Michael a little bit more than right-handers, who's the lefty in the Toronto lineup that feasts on that palette of pitches? It's Dalton Varsho, whose numbers are also much better away from Rogers Center this year. And he's very good against lefties. And Dalton Varsho's a guy that I'd put a little asterisk next to on the on the schedule tonight.
Okay. I love that kind of information. By the way, I found it. The result of Mike Trout's first plate appearance tonight is 15-1.
Who's got that?
That MGM.
Nice.
For a homer?
For a home run, yep.
That should be bigger than that.
Yeah. I know. It absolutely should be, yes.
I know. Alonso's plus 280 to go deep at DraftKings as well. Will the Mets and or Red Sox blow this, or both?
No, I don't think either one of them blow it. I think they've been wobbly down the stretch, that's for sure. I think both of those teams are in. I really think the team that's feeling footsteps is the Tigers. I mean, my God.
Yes.
They just haven't hit at all. You get swept by the team that's charging right down your back. They started that series at the beginning of the week with a 5.5 game lead on Cleveland. They get swept by them, and they've got 3 head-to-head next week. They could flip it. Cleveland could be in first place next week. It's amazing. Cleveland's lineup has been so hit and miss. They can go away for a week and a half, and they're still in the race somehow. You give Stephen Vogt a lot of credit, man. They win in the margins, just like the Brewers do. and teams that don't have the luxury of covering up their mistakes by writing big checks. Give them a lot of credit.
Yeah. Isn't this beautiful, Matt, leading into the playoffs? I mean, clearly you can make a case like Dodgers, Brewers, Phillies in the National League, but for the most part, like this appears to be wide open again this year.
In the American League, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, I don't have a feel for it. If you ask me who I think is going to win the AL West, I still don't know. I mean, we're not going to know until next week. The big head-to-heads this weekend, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
Well, you're the man.
Excellent.
I know you're busy with the game coming up tonight. Thanks so much for the awesome perspective as always, Matt. Have a great call, okay?
All right, boys. Good talking to you guys always.
Be good.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
There you go. Matt Vasgersian even has a chance to look out like for numbers like Michael Lorenzen, Spot Start. Check this out. Take a peek
God,
at
that's
it.
good. Huh? How good is that? I will go nuts if he goes deep in the first inning. You got to get that, even if it's 15-1. So get that. So here's what he was talking about. No team has blown a 10-game lead in September in the divisional era. The biggest is 7.
Well, hold on. What were the Cardinals back in 2011?
Hey, I'm going by the notes.
I think
No
that
team has blown a 10-game lead in September in the divisional era. That's what their lead was.
Yeah, I don't think it was 10. I think it was like 9.5 that they were back by. Remember that crazy year that they came back?
La Russa was going nuts.
The Rangers blew the World Series that year against them.
All right, we'll look that up.
Yep.
We'll look that up. In any event, this would be the biggest comeback in history. They went out, they're going to win the division. They were 15.5 back. I can't believe it. I'll get to that later.
Okay.
I can't believe it. This is stunning what's happened.
Here we are.
And they're plus money to win the series against the Twins, who have the worst record in the American League since the break.
Middle of September, and I'm on every app imaginable looking for baseball bets like home run stuff, crazy talk. More Week 3 games coming up, NFL. Great prop on Kyler Murray.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Yeah, people listen across the country because Matt Vasgersian just moved the line on Mike Trout and I think some others everywhere.
Yeah. On first home run of the game and first at-bat home run.
Right, correct.
This is awesome.
So it was 15-1 for first at-bat, and he was 8-1 that I saw for first home run of the game, wiped out completely.
Yeah.
Those numbers are long gone.
I went over total bases. They will get that. This is great. I'm giddy.
You imagine
this
if
is awesome.
coming up now
you got to watch it. You got to
find that game somehow.
You're damn right you do.
If he smokes, how about this? If he hits a home run,
it sounds like they're going to throw him a cookie, like the Jeter thing, or Cal Ripken. There you go.
I know. Can we say this? If Trout hits a home run tonight, right, and he's the first guy to do it, maybe even in his first appearance, we have to have like a VSiN viewing party at one of the cabanas. You and I will take care of it.
For Vasgersian.
Whatever. No, we'll invite like listeners. We'll have like
Vasgersian's got to be there too.
Somehow.
Right?
I know that. Yeah.
Were you going to go? Well, yeah. Set it up through Cam Ross. He'll make it happen. Do you want to go? Is this going to be the greatest call in history? But I say number 2 if it happens. Still behind the great Brian Blessing. Rest in peace. If the LA Kings, who were down 0-3 in the first round, won Game 4
to San Jose,
they would win the cup, and they won, and they
won the whole thing.
They were down 0-3 in the first round of the playoffs. They won Game 4. They won the Stanley Cup.
How about that? He was telling everybody that if they win tonight, they're winning the whole thing.
I go get
out of here.
Get drug tested. It's the dumbest thing I've ever. Yeah, no problem.
I showed him my cell phone. I'm going to delete your number.
Yeah. This is great. Come on.
Okay, so games hit here in the NFL Week 3. Cowboys, Bears.
Hit the news first.
Oh, Brock Purdy's out.
Purdy highly unlikely to play, and Jennings is questionable. So that's moving too. Yep, bad news for the Niners.
Yeah, back in favor of the. Well, so you brought that up. Okay,
yeah.
So let me give you numbers on that game. 49ers on defense so far, number 2 overall in EPA per play. The Cardinals on offense, however, 5th worst offensive EPA per play. 49ers offense, 6.4 explosive play rate. That is 29th overall in the league. This has been like the McCaffrey show so far.
Yeah.
Average target depth, 7.2 yards, 24th overall. Here's what I was talking about with Kyler Murray before the break. He has played Well, he's 4-4 overall with the record against the 49ers. He's averaging 52.8 rushing yards per game in those 8 games. You love betting quarterback props with the rushing, including Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
You want to ding it again this week?
Yeah. Love it. Like it a lot.
Jonathan Gannon acknowledged that Harrison has to get the ball more.
Yeah.
He's, Paul, on the year, 11 targets, 7 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. That's unacceptable.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. This is how kooky is this. They would be the first team since 2020 to start 3-0. If they're outgained here, they'd be outgained in all 3 games.
Right.
So this has just been hanging on for dear life in the first 2. And I know that was, they toyed with Carolina and then fell asleep. The 4th and 16, the onside kick, and the crap with the officials. But I could see a similar thing happen where the Niners, special teams, one mistake from Mac, and you look up, Arizona's in this game, and they steal one, just what happened last year.
I hope not. I'm on Niners money line for earlier in the week. Okay, so let me give you this then. We saw what Dak did against the Giants last week.
Yeah.
We saw what he did against the Eagles. Like, he's been awesome so far, right? And then you flip that around and see what Jared Goff and the Lions offense did against the Bears. They killed them, and they scored 50-plus points, and everybody was eating in the air. Now the Cowboys and Bears play this week. Some numbers I want to give you, Pauly. Chicago has the 2nd lowest pressure rate in the entire league. They allow the 3rd most yards per completion. Their best cornerback, Jalen Johnson, out. He's one of the best in the entire league. Yesterday on the show, Paul Charchian made a great case for Ferguson to go over. An hour and 20 minutes ago, Mike Somich, VSiN host, made the case for CeeDee Lamb. I want to make the case for George Pickens because he's low. He's 54.5. So you could, in theory, ladder Pickens 60, 70, 80 plus and get some nice plus prices at that. I don't think all 3 guys are going to eat. So now I don't know what the play is here in this game.
Well, the game's going over the total. And I know the 4-point move, which it's from 46 up to 50, but I agree with it. And there's no stops in this game. And the Dallas defense is as advertised. They made Russell Wilson and it look like a Hall of Famer. So the other thing from a side standpoint, Caleb Williams' career in the late game window, 0-7 straight up, average loss 11 points per game. Do with that what you want. But This is, I know this. I wouldn't mind Bears first quarter, though. They go right down the field, both games.
Yeah, you can count on that with Johnson, right?
Can script that. And then we'll see when, the ad-libbing starts and all this, running to my right and throwing a ball out of bounds and not being accurate. But it's put up or shut up time right now. Because if you think it was bad after they lost Monday night, if they drop to 0-3, the Boo Birds are going to be out early and often on Williams, and if the defense is a total sieve again.
Well, no doubt.
So, I mean, it's going to be a home field disadvantage potentially here for Chicago, and you just got humiliated. They ran the score up on you. And, sticking it to you with the other touchdown to put the 50-burger on you. So we're going to find out what the Bears are made of here. But I don't want the Bears right now. And I just think Dallas and Dak get what they want, and especially through the air. Question is, what can Chicago do on offense? And now you got Swift questionable, too. So a lot of negativity here. And, of course, Aubrey we trust. No problem here. The greatest of all time. 90% from 50-plus. So put that in your back pocket with Dallas' longest-made field goal prop.
I had DK slow to post today.
Yeah,
so I don't know what the number is there. I did see him at minus 175 to hit 2+ field goals in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yep.
so
that's right. That's right. I wrote about that in the article too, about what you said earlier in the week about here we go with. But that's a baseball game, and that's first period overs in hockey again, as you said.
Right.
And that's just the guy is automatic, and they'll trot him out from any distance. So I think that's reasonable.
Broncos at the Chargers. Last week, the Broncos sacked Cam Ward 6 times. They sent 5 or more rushers on 58% of Daniel Jones dropbacks on last Sunday. Week 1 was against the Titans. Denver sacked him only once, and Jones finished with 316 passing yards. Justin Herbert this week, he has faced the 5th highest blitz rate in the league so far, but has a 72% completion rate with 5 touchdowns, 0 INTs. So the Broncos have been doing a lot of that so far on defense. Herbert has been amazing against the blitz. And on the flip side, think about this for a second, Pauly. Bo Nix has 3 INTs this year alone against zone coverage. That's tied with Tua for the most. The Chargers have played zone coverage on 66% of opponent dropbacks. 6th highest rate. And they also defended, they tipped 15 passes last week or defended 15 passes by Geno Smith. They were all over that field. So I have to bet, I'll try to run this down. The screen is slow to update right now, but I saw some major differences earlier today on Bo Nix to throw an INT. If you can find respectable juice like minus 110, you got to bet that.
I'm with you there too in terms of panic time and sound the alarms with the regression coming
for him.
The mistakes, and he was awful in the first game and some poor decisions in the loss to Indy, and suddenly with this defense, I know we've been over it, I know, but it's worth repeating. I know there's no home field advantage there, and it's going to be Orange Crush and all Bronco fans. But I just think that they swept them last year. Coaching staff is so good. I love this defense and how they're playing. I'm surprised by the point spread here. And Herbert's is playing at another level right now. And the weapons, which, usually Johnston couldn't catch a cold. Now he's catching everything. Security blanket, Allen, the tight ends that they have, it's phenomenal.
Remember, other books down at 2.5 now.
Yeah. What happens if you're in an accident and other drivers don't have insurance or not nearly enough? Suddenly you're the one stuck with medical bills, car repairs, and lost wages. That's where Lasso Injury Law steps in. Their experienced team knows the ins and outs of uninsured and underinsured motorist claims, and they fight to make sure you're not left paying for someone else's mistake. And if the worst ever happens, know that Lasso Injury Law is there for you. 702-625-8777 for your free consultation. No runaround, real people ready to help. Great staff. Al's the best, top-notch. Lasso Injury Law, your future matters. Visit lassoinjurylaw.com or call 702-625-8777.
Another quarterback stat for you this week. In this Texans-Jags game, among 51 cases of a quarterback making at least 5 starts against a division opponent since 2021, Trevor Lawrence's 39 total QBR against the Texans in 8 starts is the second lowest by any signal caller versus a single division opponent behind Zach Wilson against the Patriots. ESPN research with that great nugget. I'll give you another one to watch for in that game coming up here, but it has to do with the Texans' rush defense, which is not great, and now they get the number one rushing attack in the entire league with Jacksonville on deck. And it's tough to call for a shutout. That would be like Matt Vasgersian calling Mike Trout's home run tonight. I think this team's going to shut out another team in the NFL. It takes balls of a burglar to do that. But if you're ever going to make the case for one team to score 0 points in an NFL game, we might have that matchup coming up on Sunday. Think about who it could be. I'll tell you the game, the team that might get shut out, and the reasons why coming up next on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
All right, so a couple of things to get to here before more player props coming your way. Pauly will tell you about kicker props as well for the week. On that Houston-Jacksonville game I was talking about, Houston is 24th in run-stop win rate on the year. Jacksonville leads the league with 169.5 rushing yards per game. Their O-line ranks 5th with a 75.5% run block win rate. So Etienne is about 57.5, but Boot Scootin' Tootin', the rookie, is 22.5.
All right.
I would look to ladder him like 30 and 40 plus once those numbers pop. And did you take a guess who the team might be to get shut out this week?
Is it the Cleveland Browns?
We have a winner.
All right. Well, I think you're the 85 Bears.
You think that's exactly right?
That's right. Parsons, here we go. Let Parsons hunt.
So here are some. Look, are they going to get shut out? Unlikely. But this game could be a total dead under. Browns team total did the under as well.
Under. It doesn't look like Kraft's going to play. They got good news.
How about that?
Yeah, he got hurt in practice.
I know.
Mean, God, the Packers now are snake bit.
So this is the matchup here, folks. The Browns on offense, their explosive play rate is 26th overall in the league. They have an explosive play on 7.7 of their plays. Their average target depth is 6.1 yards. That is 30th. They are also 30th in offensive EPA per play. Also, offensive linemen are hurt for the Browns. Wyatt Teller, on top of that, has the worst pass block win rate among guards in the league. This is setting up to be a horrific game offensively against this team because the Green Bay defense, on top of everything I just told you about the Browns offense and how bad it is, the Green Bay defense so far, top 3 in yards allowed per game, 238, EPA per play, success rate allowed, drive distance, only 23 yards allowed per drive, and explosive play rate allowed at 4.6%. They're elite in all those advanced numbers. The Browns offense, rock bottom.
Yep.
I will also say one other thing on this game. Cleveland has the number 1 rush defense in football.
Correct.
92 yards allowed so far in 2 games. Josh Jacobs has scored a touchdown in 11 straight going back to last year. How about the Browns defense shows up again on Sunday? He's here at Circa. The no touchdown for Jacobs is plus 155. That's an intriguing bet based on his opponent this week.
You got a quarterback who can't move against a team that unleashes hell and number 1 in pressures. It's a recipe for disaster. And I could smell a pick 6 coming as well.
100%.
You could, yes. Let's go. New England. 10 penalties per game. Clean it up, Vrabel. Worst pass defense in the league. See what happens with Gonzalez. Paul Bovey, I know you're listening. Enough's enough. Where's my steak? Mitch's coming. Also, the Jets, 21st in yards allowed, 30th in points. Can we stop with the Jets defense? Okay? Tampa should eat as well. I'm not concerned about the Jets defense. Everyone knows Cincy can't run the ball as well. We'll see if they can get Brown going, but what Browning can do. I ran through all the numbers with Tennessee. Bad outfit, especially on third down. 0-9 ATS run at home. Raiders only allowing 16 points per game. Defense is hanging in there. Niners red zone issues, 17th in the red zone. Same thing with Houston. And Atlanta, 4th in pressures and also in sack rate as well. And how about the Steelers? Can't run the ball. Giving up a ton of points. 28th in rushing yards allowed. Last 0-3 ATS start to a season, 2013.
Wow. Think
about that. So we thought they'd bounce back after what happened week 1 against the Jets, and it's Tomlin. That didn't happen. So, and the Jets bailed them out with some turnovers in that game too. So kicking props. Dallas longest field goal. Aubrey over 1.5. You can read the article on vsin.com, all these stuff, the books that have it available as well. Fairbairn over 1.5. He's on a 13-2 over run. Great juice. Plus money still available in some spots. He was last week too, right? And I'm trying to think what I like better. Boswell over 1.5 or Boswell. I would say Boswell over 1.5 as opposed to Pittsburgh longest made field goal. It was weird. The kid from New England missed an extra point or 2, but then hit a long field goal, which was weird. So, but again, it's like Aubrey, where Tomlin will trot him out from 60 and feel good about it, and he'll bang it through as well. So those usual suspects there as well, and another kicker that I love that's in the article there.
Is there a chance that in that Bears-Cowboys game that, again, this is going to go like last night, my whole thing of be careful with the kicker props because the Bills might not be settling for field goals a lot in the game. Now, they had 2 attempts. They made that one late, which was big. But are we going to be getting like a lot of stops where these teams are going to be facing like a 4th and 7 within field goal range and they say time to send out the kicker again? Because it could be where they're so successful like on 1st and 2nd down and they're facing like 3rd and short or 4th and short and they're inside field goal range, but they're like, yeah, we're not going to kick the field goal here. We're going to go for it on like 4th and 2. Because the Bears defense is complete disaster.
Could happen. Yeah.
Trying to get,
but the longest made is the. I mean, come on, $1.20, $1.10. It's a 3-way, but it's like if that's one you can't be upset if you lose. He's 9. Everyone would say, well, Tucker's the greatest all time, whatever. Before the 89% career. This guy's 90% from 50 plus.
I know.
He's 27 of 30 career from 50 plus. I think there was a block in there too. So you're going to trot him out from 65, 60, no problem. And it's come on. And we did lose week 1, but think about what happened. We hit from 53. Elliott, who made 1 all year from 50 plus, hit from 58.
Well, see, and the thing is, like, again, do you see a number yet on him to have the longest field goal in the game? I don't think it's up at DK right now.
I don't know why it's not up. They're first to market that.
They
They got field goals and everything else but that right now, which is weird.
Right. And like to your point again, if that's around even money where it was for in the three-way market, how often are you going to get a tie for the longest field goal of a game?
Yeah.
You have to go back and track that throughout history.
Yeah.
But if you can get like even money or in that range on him every game, like you said, that's a great number. Just like the Fairbairn stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely.
If they're still going to make him plus money, I got to bet that until it just loses over and over and over again.
Yep. And I see Mike Trout $1.40, 1.5 over total bases.
Yeah,
I mean, if
right in the range.
If that loses, he's going to be swinging from out of his shoes tonight. Be ready to go. 1.5 in that ballpark against that pitcher.
I just want
knowing what's on the line. It just seems like the stars have aligned here. We've all made like a gentleman's agreement. Hey, it's a terrible game. Everyone come out to the ballpark just to see him hit number 400 here, and it's going to be a silver platter. We'd throw it right up to you to start. Right?
Is that how they're pitching it to Rockies fans? Hey, it's been a terrible season.
I know.
But if you come out tonight on Friday night, I promise you're going to get fireworks. We told our guys, come on, let's really serve it up here for Mike Trout tonight. I can't. This first at bat, if he goes yard tonight in his first at bat, I don't even. I will be dancing around the house for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll crank up the music. Our little fella Sebastian doesn't turn 18 months until or a year and a half till next month. He loves it when he plays certain music, and he'll start dancing on his own.
Oh, really?
And it's such a cool thing to like watch happen. That's going to be happening my entire night at my house if Trout goes deep. I'm going to be dancing with my little buddy Sebastian the whole time.
All right.
Went to a baseball game again last night.
Yeah?
The rain took him. I was a good.
He loves it. Got an arm for him. Got a nice arm off.
Yeah, very good arm.
Is he left-handed?
He's ambidextrous so far.
Get out.
And so we're throwing him pitches. He's already like hitting the ball a little bit. He bats both, and he knows how to grab the bat and go like this on both sides, and he swings both lefty and righty.
Interesting.
I have no
Got
again. This is my first rodeo, so I don't know if like that's commonplace with little kids who start to take up sports. I have no idea.
Yeah. We did the Kershaw discussion yesterday. I have more numbers. Lowest career ERA, minimum 300 starts, live ball era. Kershaw number 1.
Yeah.
Whitey Ford, Sandy Koufax. Lowest pitcher ERA at a single ballpark, live ball era. DeGrom at Citi Field, Drysdale at Dodger Stadium, Kershaw, Dodger Stadium. Lowest ERA versus single opponent, live ball era. Seaver against the Padres, Kershaw against the Giants.
Wow.
It's these numbers are just ridiculous. What he's
3-time Cy Young.
Yeah.
2014 National League MVP. Tough to do, Paul.
Yeah, and it's
doesn't happen every year, obviously.
And it's priced appropriately tonight. 14.5 over minus 220.
Yeah.
Can he go 5? But I think the Giants can win the game. Good price on Ray. As the official horse racing partner of VSiN, First Bet is built for bettors who demand more. First Bet isn't just about placing a bet. It's about helping bettors of all levels. Handicapping tools that provide data-driven insights help you make smarter bets. First Bet's in-app tools give you win, place, and show probabilities for each runner so you can quickly and easily identify good value plays and improve your ROI. Take advantage of a limited-time $250 sign-up offer and to claim your bonus. Promo code VSiN250 when you sign up in the First Bet app or at firstbet.com. Promo code VSiN250.
Fun show, man. A lot of stuff to think about. A lot of stuff to get down on. A lot of props to look at. Great time of year. Great guests on the program again today. Luke and everybody on the show behind the glass doing a bang-up job all week. And thanks for checking us out here on VSiN. Up next, we'll get to our best bets. I have to say that I think I've seen it all now with one of my bets that I lost last night.
Oh, no.
I have seen it all.
Okay. I know where you're going.
What a kick to the breadbasket that was. Details coming up next.
On coke if his girlfriend was not dumb.
These games are a burial, a blowout, a human lock. You can bet your unborn children's children on these games.
I was so good that whenever I bet, I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
All right. Hell of a night. A lot of fun. Largest lead under 17.5 in Miami, Buffalo. Ollie Gordon, anytime touchdown, 6-1. Reds, $1.40 against the Cubs. What a game. 1-0 Reds. Hunter Green, a one-hit complete game shutout, throwing 100 in the ninth inning. And I screwed this one up, the loser. I should have bet Brewers run line. I bet Priester to get a win. He was great. He made one mistake. He gave up a 2-run home run. I think he struck out 12 guys in 5 innings.
He had double-digit Ks.
Yeah. But they won 5-2. But I had Priester record a win. He just 1-0 in the fifth. He gave up a 2-run shot. Rams Eagles under 44.5. Baylor money line against Arizona State. TCU first half against SMU. The big one tomorrow. Astros to win the series against the Mariners, $1.20. How big is this series? The winner moves into first place and clinches the tiebreaker, the head-to-head. Hunter Brown against Wu tonight. Guardians to win the series against the Twins. It's a 4-game set, so you go by the first 3 games. Tomorrow's a doubleheader. I've won 12 of 13. My starters have an ERA of 1.30 during that stretch, 8-0. I'm playing the team with the worst record since the All-Star break. And I'm a dog. Okay. Giants plus $1.50 tonight. Ray to wear the black hat and spoil the party against Kershaw. Taylor to have 100 yards rushing plus 120. Colts minus 4.5, minus 4. Shop it against the Titans. Mike Trout. However you want to play it, I'm giddy for this game tonight, especially the first at bat. Over 1.5 total bases, $1.40. Love it. Let's see. Good luck, everyone. Let's stay hot.
All right, the first touchdown props last night. I had Washington and Achane for the Dolphins. Right down the field, using both those guys. And then your guy comes in to vulture it from me. Those were losing bets last night on the first touchdown score. Now, this is the bet that I was talking about. For those of you who stuck around and watched the entire game. Yeah. Malik Washington, and I said this on the show yesterday, I don't know which way to approach this. Like, is he going to get another rush attempt or is he going to go over the receiving yards? I went over 23.5. Now, that number moved on me, and so I had good CLV on it. This poor guy, one of the reasons why I liked his bet, he's getting usage, he's playing a lot of snaps. He's also had a bunch of receptions called back because of offensive penalties. Last night, big gainer right away on the first drive, called back. Later in the game, pass is complete to him. Somehow he's like 7 yards down the field. He then throws a lateral over to Waddle, who picks up the first down. That's when Mike McDaniel got super creative. That was counted as a 3-yard completion to him. But he had running room there, and he think about that for a second, laterals it over. And then the final play of the game, Tua, they're going to set up a screen pass. And Tua drops back to pass. He throws it over to Washington. He goes for 15 yards. That's it. It's going to be a winner. He has 27 yards receiving in the game. The box score actually showed it as soon as it happened. As a completion to him, he went over his prop. The guy in charge of stats last night went and looked at it, evidently, and immediately changed it to a run. Now, I tweeted out the video.
Yeah.
I mean, this is razor thin, folks. I never saw a good angle of whether or not it was a run. How do you change it from a completed pass and a reception to a run? So that goes from a winner to a loser because of the stats guy. Amazing. I've seen it all now. I've lost every way imaginable here. So depending here that we have. I mean, it's just like, it's crazy how stuff can happen like that. Niners money line early in the week, minus 120. What's the number on this now?
2.5. It's Mac Jones will start and doesn't look good for Jennings.
Okay. All right. So minus 120 in the game against the Cardinals. Other bets that I've added today. Texans made field goals in the game at Caesars, over 1.5 plus 120. Chris Boswell over 1.5 made minus 110. Talked about this earlier in the show. Jamar Chase touchdown plus 155. He is typically odds on. In fact, he got as high as minus 160 down the stretch last year. The last time he was plus money was November 17th at the Chargers, and he scored 2 touchdowns. He's been odds on like minus 150, 55, minus 160 since then. So you're going to change it like a full $1 because Burrow's not playing and Browning's in, I got to take the number. Same thing with Justin Jefferson in this game. Is there really that big of a downgrade from J.J. McCarthy to Carson Wentz? I don't think so. It's all about Jefferson, touchdown plus 130 in the game. And Tootin, the rookie for Jacksonville, talked about this in this hour, over 22.5, minus 118. I'll try to ladder him when he comes out. Those numbers a little bit later on. College football, Utah minus 3 against Texas Tech.
All right. And
there are more bets here, I believe, as well. Devontae Adams, I love the breakdown. Great point here from Mike Somich earlier. He had 13 targets last week, and they went to him back-to-back-to-back targets at the goal line. That was unbelievable. So I bet him over 60.5 receiving yards. And like Mike, we bet Nick Chubb under rushing yards on Monday night. We're coming right back with Breece Hall under 58.5 in this game for the Jets on Sunday.
Lengthy. How it should be on a Friday, baby. It is a great time of year. Developing situation, I have an answer to your question, Mitch, coming up. G-Bank is built with sports bettors in mind. Right now, you can earn a $50 cashback reward bonus once you're approved and your account's open with the G-Bank Visa Signature Card. Most credit cards treat sportsbooks and gaming transactions and cash advances, even when it's your own money. G-Bank treats them as regular purchases. No cash advance fees, saving up to 3 to 5% on every deposit. Plus, you'll earn 1% cash back on all eligible sportsbooks and gaming transactions, 2% cash back on everything else you buy. Apply now, VSiN.com/GBank, VSiN.com/GBank. The 2011 St. Louis Cardinals were 10.5 games back on August 26th. They didn't win the division, but they came back to catch the Braves and get the wild card. It was the largest comeback in history after 130 games. They went 23-9 over their final 32 games to erase a 10.5 game deficit. They went 18-8 in September. The Braves went 9-18. They finished 90-72, and then all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
And there was one guy, I think, who had it, but he was like from Missouri, and what the hell, he came out. The huge tickets he had on the Cardinals to win the National League and the World Series, and he got there. Incredible.
I want to say that the closer for the Rangers was Neftali Felice.
Yeah?
Maybe? Was that his Neftali Perez? He got absolutely jobbed in a couple of pitches by the home plate umpire, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
So there you go.
So, no team has blown a 10-game lead in September in the divisional era in 1969. The biggest has been 7 games. A couple teams have done it. It's already 3-0 Braves, top of the first in Detroit. I mean, the wheels are officially off here. So Cleveland is now playing the worst team since the All-Star break, and then they get Detroit at home next week. So Cleveland controls I hate this term, because they control their own destiny. If they win out, they win the division. And also, if they take care of business next week against Detroit, they also would have the tiebreaker as well. They just swept them on the road and beat Skubal, and now they get them at home, and it's just batting practice tonight for Morton. 3-0 Atlanta, 2 guys on. This is crazy. It's down to 2.5 possibly tonight.
Oh, sky is absolutely falling in Detroit.
Oh,
remember
how big was this team? They had like they were 15.5 games up a couple weeks ago.
Do we have any idea of what the Guardians were to win the division?
At the biggest price?
And then think about what they were to win the American League at that point. To win the division, I don't even know if books were offering it, because I think
15.5 back late August.
I think the Tigers months ago were minus 10,000 to win it.
Yeah, it's down to 7-1. It was 11 before they won. Wow. When we were on the air after they won, it was 9, and now it's 7.
And again, think about that with Class A could have won the American League Cy Young last year.
Yeah.
Get out.
Ortiz was a starter.
And then they traded Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber. That's right. Still, they're the leader in the clubhouse. It's unbelievable. But the Arizona story is also wild.
Right.
If they could do this.
They
were 11 back, 10 back, and who they traded? Kelly Suarez.
How about Guardians over Diamondbacks exacta from June?
Rich in Canada has
$8 million to 1.
Oh man. Oh, this is good. Yeah. Fun show.
All right, great job by everybody on the program today, as always. Stay tuned. The Friday Football Invitational is coming up next. Matt Humans with 3 hours running down all the bets. Doug Kazarian's going to be on, doing a great job so far through the first couple of weeks. He's on at 9 o'clock Eastern with Matt. Enjoy the weekend. Best of luck with the bets. We'll see you.